Oh no. This is not really the resurrect material, so this is bad. That's too bad. I liked him.
Arlen begins to flop around in the ground. His legs are going crazy, and he curls up in this weird smoking ball. His hips kind of flipped over the wrong way with one of the jumps, and he's now got sizzling smoke coming out of his mouth. This soldier is also dead because of this, and there are others that are screaming in the middle of this sandstorm. They cannot see the desert drake, who, in its foul-tempered last moments of its life, breathed upon some mortal men. Are there any hero points? Do we have people with hero points in the group? Frozen Gnomes, Randomly, and Quinta are the only people holding on to hero points at this point. I don't think they're with us tonight. All right.
They are not here. Oh well.
And so to those viewers, I would say it's fair to say that Arlen is dead because you didn't tune in. I'm kidding. Please tune in just whenever you can.
Is there something crueler than death? Could we have a gladiator who's like paralyzed from the waist down? Would that be crueler than death?
What is he? Perpetual charioteer or what?
All right, for now, he's a smoking blackened body on the battlefield. I will have a think of that as this is going on. That's interesting as well. Sam. No! Sam's punching. He's flaring.
Yeah, he's flaring.
Oh, sorry. Wait a second. It's Radimer and the other drakes. Let's not forget the other dragons. So this one breathed. This one's going to go over and demolish this soldier.
Well, at least he's not breathing too.
Yep. This soldier is now being torn to bits. This one's going to 5-foot step forward and is going to attack the Imperial soldier, i.e. the one with the gun. Oh, no. That's a lot of damage. 2d6 plus 9 plus...
oh my.
1d10 plus 1d8 plus 3. Only 23 damage. He's still up. 29. Yes, I'd use my villain point to cripple him with pain whenever he heals someone. I think making him a cripple, sticking him in the gladiatorial ring because he's a gladiator with his crippled state would be like the worst ever. So yes, I will accept the hero point to basically put a disabled state through him, and he's out of the fight. We'll make him unconscious. But as long as nobody attacks him, Arlen may survive.
We're going to tie him to a post, and he's going to be our healing point. Get within 30 feet of the post, and you get healing. Don't worry, guys.
He's going to basically put him in a bag on Ugg's back.
Villain, that is worth a villain point. You don't get to die yet. You don't get to die. You get to survive and fight on. Like, just cripple from the waist down and you just roll him around in a rickety wooden wheelchair in the gladiatorial rink.
The question is, does he need his legs?
To channel, no.
Save some weight. Save some weight.
Okay.
Just put some springs on them puppies.
In fact, as we've already established when Ugg got injured, that we're going to play a little bit more open with like permanent injuries and that sort of thing in this game. Of course, a lot of these things go away when you get to a certain level and have a caster that can cast Regenerate. But wouldn't you do almost anything to have those things restored to you? All right. DMs always get giddy when evil things happen. Thanks for that, Foxfire.
It's not even a weekend.
And this last dragon didn't take out the Imperial soldiers. They're pretty tough. They've got their breastplate and guns and their 4 hit dice, and they're able to stand a little bit of punishment. I seem to have lost my initiative sheet. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, yeah, right. I was subtracting the audience
Never.
points. Sam's going no still, and
So Sam's going to flurry 2 at D20. Is Sam's turn, right?
yeah, Sam is.
Well, shitballs.
Yeah,
So the
you
second
missed the
one
first
hit.
one, hitting your head slightly on the top of the metal wagon.
Let's see what happens. Did I have critical? Yes, I did miss.
Critical miss, which could affect the second attack.
21.
21 on the chart. Is DC dexterity check, DC 20 or fall prone, stunned for 1 round.
Error. Reflex. Sam. Yep.
Okay,
Stunned.
so you fell
Second
prone,
attack didn't happen.
and then you get a fort save DC 21 to avoid the stunning. So he's like, ah, bing!
6.
He hit his head on the
His
corner
head.
of the wagon. He's like, arr!
S6 plus that is not enough. He's at 12.
And he's stunned. And this would be a good time for Adam to hop online. He's like, what do I get to do? Oh, you get to be stunned for a round. It's going to happen. Edward.
Oh, sorry, Edward. He's got a plus 12. Wait, plus 10. 12. Sorry, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. D20 plus 10. Holy shit, here we go.
This is horrible luck now. The evil has turned.
Wow.
Edward slices as he's got sand in his eyes and he was just electrocuted.
100.
And he rolls 100 on the critical miss chart.
No.
What a sorrow.
With a scimitar, no!
Oh no, I don't even know what 100 does. Roll 3 times, ignore 99 and 100. So roll 3D 100s.
Yep. 61. 100 again.
Ignoring
Wow.
99 and 100. So
Another one.
yep.
3. 61, 74.
Okay.
74.
So 61 is the first one. That's a D52.
48.
You take an amount
Wow.
of bleed equal to your strength bonus. So he sliced his own arm a little bit accidentally as he was getting
My
blasted
strength?
by the sand. Yep.
You strength
1
bonus.
damage.
Okay, so he's got a bleed of 1. He doesn't take the
Bleed of
damage
1.
yet.
Good thing I
Then
didn't
the
know.
3 is you fall prone if you don't make a dexterity check DC 20.
Oh my god, could you imagine Uker getting that critical miss?
8. Give me a sec.
Brah! It's like he accidentally stuck the sword into him, like with 50 bleed or whatever. So you fell prone.
Reflex is 5. Yeah, I mean, he's prone.
And then the last one was
7, 15.
74.
Yeah.
74 is also D52.
45. Yeah, seriously, Foxfire's right. I shouldn't fucking roll anymore. It's like
Then,
I'm
as you
done for
fell
the day.
down, your weapon hit the ground and got stuck into the ground. You need to make a DC 20 strength check to free it.
Actually, you know what? I'm letting the stream roll this.
Shing! No, you gotta
D20.
use your attack to free it, so you're done. This is the
Okay.
state at which you end your
okay,
attack. So you basically got buffeted by the sand. You took a swing. You nicked your own arm. You're like, ow, that hurt. You fell backwards, and then try to like instinctually take the blade away from your own hand and stuck it into the ground, and it's sticking out of the ground. Okay. Ugg.
Evil hasn't showed up. It just popped out of my anus. That's what it did.
Ugg says, "Don't do that."
Oh, bloody hell!
Merde.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
my friend.
Oh, things
All right,
going
Ugg is learning.
fast
Ugg
right
is
now.
learning how to rage. We'll say.
23. 27 on the grapple check.
He grabs the thing by its horns and just sort of starts twisting it around.
It's got a CMD of 28, isn't it? Doesn't it?
Shut up.
Does flank help?
Yep. Did you include bless?
I did not include a flank. I included bless though.
Okay, flank helps. So it is
29.
you twist its
I
head over, and the whole group of you are now grappling, including the dwarves. Because they're aiding the grapple.
Wow, that was a really shitty set of rolls. Like, bam, 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 bam. It's a fucking Thursday.
All right,
Come
caravan
on.
guards. They can't see the dragon.
What do you mean they can't see the dragon?
There's a big cloud.
Oh fuck! Move
So
forward.
they're gonna move around the cloud.
Move out of the cloud and drop to the ground. Shoot underneath the cart.
No, they move out of the cloud and move here.
It could technically move right up to. Well, I guess they can't see, so they don't know.
Yeah. They move out of the cloud. This guy's staying put. He moves on Zamacles' turn. That guy's dead, which leaves this group that are fighting valiantly. They're going to 5-foot step back and reload, while 4 of them are attacking with their polearms. 1 hit from a polearm, doing 7 damage. I forgot to make this dragon fly away. Like, it is flying away with its prey.
Fuck. What's the CR of these things, man?
The CR of these drakes, the 5 of them that you rolled up, you could have rolled 12 of these drakes.
Yeah, we would be dead.
And the
We'd be
CRs of
fucking
these
dead.
drakes is 8 each.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
It was a suitable encounter for the entire caravan, is basically the way I looked at it. Yes. Horrible things happen along the road. Okay, so I think that's all the soldiers. You're running out of men, which may not bode well for the purpose of this caravan. This may be interesting.
Revolt.
Arlen. Oh, sorry, Arlen. You are. No, there's no snoring. It's more like
Gurgling.
your feet are so charred that people think that if they move you at this point in time, well, they can't first distinguish your boots from your shoes from your skin. And they're so charred at this point that they think if they move you, they might detach what's left of your feet and legs from the knee down from your body.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna so sharpen the rest of my legs. I'm fucking jumping. Stab people.
Arlen's sizzling on the ground. Every once in a while, there's like a little electrical zot, and there's smoke coming out of his ears. Dwarves and slaves. The dwarves are going to maintain their grapple. They're aiding grapple. And they get above 10. So they're still grabbing the dragon. They're talking in goblin, and you can't understand them. Slaves.
Thursday says you never should have rolled, bro.
Old Whitey is trying to pull Arlen away, and he stops when he realizes his mistake. As Arlen's legs from the knee down remain as ashy cinders kind of crumbling away. At least the wound is cauterized.
Okay, this is freaking cool.
Old Whitey picks up the wand as his other. So he moved over and then moved you. I guess that's all he's done. He's like, the gods, I will save you. You've brought hope to so many! The dwarves and the other slaves, actually Joran the Hin agrees. Arlen has brought hope to a bunch of people, and he's actually coming out to help. This driver is a coward, and he's inching his way back that way. These guys are running after the horses, or more like running with the horses. Little do they know that this is Drake territory, and you should have brought many, many more people. All right. Oh, slaves. Hustling down the road. At 30.
So there wasn't a sign. You know how like in Canada we have signs that say like, moose crossing, deer crossing, fucking Drakeville.
Nope. They don't attack every follower that comes across here. They just decided to attack yours because you brought so much meat with you. Look at all the cows and people and horses and
fresh meat.
Yep. Undwind and the servants. So Undwind comes over, and he's concerned about Arlen. Arlen was nice to him. Undwind, I think, has a potion. Let's have a look here. Nope. What's Undwind gonna do? Undwind's not running into the sand. Undwind with his one spell left. He could acid splash something. No, he's just coming over. Like, what do I do? Is what he's saying. He's panicking.
Is he a summoner?
He is, but he's a first level wizard, dude. He cast Grease twice already. He has a vanish spell, and his cantrips.
Save that one.
And his
Save
cantrips.
The vanish.
And the slaves. Nope.
Prestidigitate my feet. My
Snowbeard.
legs.
Snowbeard's gonna cover himself with the other blanket.
Now he's really hiding inside the. It's nice in here.
Try to re-hide, I guess.
Yeah, it's really sandy in here. You're hiding under the blankets.
Yes, Drakester.
Damn, it's windy.
Three. So all the sand is out of the place because there's something moving around underneath the blankets, and the sand's pouring off the sides, and people know that Snowbeard is being coward. Zamacles cannot see the dragon. Oh my. No one's going to buy him now, is what he says callously as he walks around his slaves, and he will double move. I suppose we'll have to show them what it means to be a dragon. Shoot already! Shoot! Why aren't you shooting? Did we get all the way around to the desert drakes?
Yeah, boss.
This one is going to try to break the grapple.
Okay.
It has a CMB of plus 16. It rolls a 26.
Accidentally maliciously attacks Snowbeard.
You add their aids.
I add their aids. I think he failed. I'll double check.
Flank?
Nah. Hang on. I think we're in okay shape.
You just attack this guy.
Yeah, they fail.
They fail? Okay, so the dragon tries to get out and can't. It struggles and tries to flip its head around, and just goes, and the dwarves are all holding it down. Now this drake sees the guys with the guns, or sees the dwarves that are holding it down. I'm injured. Let's see. 1, it goes and attacks the dwarf. 2, it goes and attacks the guys with guns and the guy with the wand. Oh. Oh. It is going to breathe over here.
Oh no.
Just missing, it looks like Snowbeard and Samuel. Boo. 3d6 for the sand and 1d10 for the electricity. And Zamacles will be the first one. Your friend... they all fail. So Zamacles takes 10 from the sand, and then both Roger and Eric take a total of 17. Roger is at 39 damage. He's got 1 hit point left.
Fuck out of there, Raj.
20, 36, and Eric has got 4 hit points left. And then the dragon wanders into melee with them both. It will do its double moving thing, so it's right into... Alright, whoops, I'll have to draw that cloud again, because that cloud to the south has now gone away. Radimer. And I think, at this point in time, your DM, who's been drinking liquids for dinner, because he's sick, needs to go to the washroom. I will be back.
Okay.
Because the last thing you want to see me do is pee my pants on the stream. Nope. I don't like you guys.
Wrong kind of stream.
Shame on you for that joke, but still funny.
That's a cool thing now. Okay, so that character is useless as a gladiator. Although he still has to fight as a gladiator.
Like you said, we're gonna put him in like a backpack. You'll be like
You
Master
put him in a
Blaster
backpack.
for Ugg.
And he's got like a spear, and he's gonna be on his back, so he's never flanked. He's always gonna...
Spear, nothing. We'll just give you a crossbow. Yeah. And we'll take a bunch of
Backpack
teamwork
cleric.
feats, like back to back, and
there are a lot of people who would pay to see that. This will be cool. I was even wondering, are we even going to stay with these guys, or are we going to try let's make a fucking break for it?
yeah, I'm about like they don't have a lot of guys left. That's almost
No,
like
they've got 4 soldiers left.
4. They got
And,
4.
4 soldiers left.
4 Stygians, 5.
Those guys are going to die a split second.
Yeah, we'll see what they're left with when we're done. But yeah, they got 4 Imperials left anyway.
Yeah, 4 or 5 Stygians, which are useless. We've got our 2. We've got our Necromancer. We're just gonna eat Bortho.
Have a good night, Ziggy.
Ugh. Excuse me.
Night, Ziggy.
All right, whose turn was it?
Yeah, good
Radimer.
night, Ziggy, man.
Radimer's going to sneak around here. Monkey.
Can we make it in the desert with no... If they keep Arlen alive, they would be able to go fairly far. It's water is the issue, so we need someone with survival to be able to pick up water. Or food, sorry.
Sam, what are you doing? Sam is stunned for a round.
Sam's stunned. Yep.
Okay, at the end of the round, he's no longer stunned. Edward.
Edward's going to try to pull his sword out
Oh,
of
he
the
takes
ground.
1 bleed.
Takes 1 bleed. And so the only thing that he can do is pull his sword out, right? Not the only thing he can do, sorry. The only thing he can do to get his sword out of the ground is use a strength check. Is that correct?
I believe so, unless he comes up with a
plan.
smarter way to get out of it. Or get it out of the ground.
Get yourself a lever and a fulcrum. You can move the world, my friend.
He's going to aid Ugg.
Where is Edward's? Edward. Yeah, strength is 11. That's not all that great.
No, but I'd probably have a better chance of aiding than I do having pulling my fucking sword out of the ground.
Yep. He takes 1 damage, though. You took that off, right?
No, not yet, but yeah, it's coming in. So damage 17. There we go. Why is it 17? He took 13 from electricity, so it should be 14, right?
Oh, you got it. 16. So is he standing from prone? You also notice Ugg isn't using his short sword right now. I don't know if you want to try to take Ugg's short sword.
Yeah, he'll take the short sword and attack from prone. Fuck it.
Yeah, he'll give him the short sword.
Okay, so Edward's like, can't pull out his scimitar. He grabs the short sword. Ugg just lets it go.
Sword. So I have a flank. Do we still have a flank with those dwarves?
Yep.
All right, so plus 10. No, plus 10. That's the wrong character. Plus 7, 8, 9. Comes 7. Oh, it's minus 4, right?
Yes.
Fuck, it's just 4.
You could stand.
No.
It doesn't get any. Oh, it's grappling.
Oh, okay. So 7, 8.
Okay, he grabs the short sword, emboldened. He stands. The creature's struggling.
Fuck you!
You hit it. Your dervish dance only applies to the scimitar, so this is D6 plus
1.
1 from a swift action to make it magical.
1 from
with
strength.
the arcane strike. Yep.
Yeah. 1 from strength. That's a 2.
D6 plus 1. It has 100 and was it 4 hit points? 103 hit points.
Hold on, Edward. Oh, I don't have that. So D6 plus 1. Come on. Fuck!
You hit over the side of the head for 2 damage. It's got 101 damage. It's making this horrible noise as it's trying to get away from you, you horrible, horrible people.
Kidding me.
Ugh, what are you doing, bud? What are you doing?
We're going to maintain the grapple.
Nice.
And the flank still counts. They're still aiding.
Yep.
God damn it.
He has
and I successfully held it for a full round, so that's an extra plus 5. 45.
Oh yeah, you could hear crunching and grinding. You're grappling for damage.
Yep. 3 plus
8 with the bull strength.
Yep. For 10 damage.
Okay, Ugg basically twists the thing's neck and it falls down incapacitated. He's telling it to shush. The drake falls down to the ground. The dwarves all nod to Ugg, and then they look over to the north where there's a vicious fight going on.
The dwarves are fucked up.
The dwarves are all fucked up. Caravan guards. Oh no, Eric and Roger.
They could 5-foot step back and shoot.
Yeah, there won't be an AOO, but there will be a 20% mischance by doing that, but I think they're okay with that. They hit and hit, maybe. Because these are only touch attacks, and their natural armor does not apply. Both of them hit.
Max damage.
24 damage?
Fuck yeah.
70, 83. And then these guys have reloaded, and these guys stood their ground last fight, so the let's do the pikemen first.
Can they can those two okay, sure. I was gonna suggest those 2 guys go and help their other buddies.
2 of the pikemen hit for a total of 11.
That's good.
And then the 2 Imperial soldiers are firing their muskets.
We were doing this in the most inefficient way possible. But it is combat.
And hit 2d12 plus 6 for 10 damage total. Okay. Yeah, you guys are not concentrating all firepower on one, but they don't seem to have a leader. Zamacles is not a military leader, and you guys are doing all right, I suppose.
For the most part, we're doing actually pretty good.
Arlen's in agony, like he's passed out. Actually,
He's in another world. I'm in another plane right now.
Dwarves and slaves. The dwarves are all hurt. Yep. They're gonna
Pew pew pew.
They start circling around though. They nod for Ugg to come with them, and they're double moving.
Oh, okay.
Other slaves.
On his turn.
Old Whitey uses the wand and cures Arlen. Basically, they're making sure the stumps are cauterized and so that Arlen won't die. He's not waking up though from his wounds.
It's gonna take a little bit more healing than that.
Yep.
There is one thing I need to do, and let's check the hit points for.
He will then move when he sees like Edward stumbling around, bleeding profusely.
Edward's got 20 hit points.
He's gotta be close to.
It's a 17 damage right now, so he needs healing.
He'll be at 18 on his turn. Yeah.
The slaves are trying to run in their shackles and chains. These guys have caught up to the horses. These horses have buggered off a little bit this way. This whole group move through the pool a little bit. Wheezy and Bones haven't moved from their spot because that takes effort. And Undwind and the servants. Undwind's kneeling down beside Arlen, praying. The efficacy of prayer from a wizard is suspect at best. Undwind's servants. I don't think there's any other servants that are combative or able to help. And then Snowbeard. Bunch of sands coming into the into the wagon. The wagon electrified a little bit, kind of like zzz, made your beard stand up. Some of the lice hop from your beard. Snowbeard, what are you doing?
He's inching this way.
Okay, kind of this bundle, trying to hide. Trying to hide. Give me one more stealth.
No, hang on. There. 5 foot that way. One more stealth. There we go. That's it. That's the hide right there, right in the corner.
19.
Yeah.
Let's see if Undwin sees you. No, he doesn't have perception. 14. But you see him. You could see Undwin praying beside Arlen. You know, though, if you quip out at him, you'll ruin your hiding spot.
Yeah. Oh no, he's in survival mode now. It's not about to.
Zamacles is also in survival mode. Wait, we determined what kind of dragon he was before. We said he was the other type of lawful metallic dragon. This is important. The metallic dragons are... I always get bronze, brass, and copper mixed up. Bronze are the electric ones, brass are fire. I forget what copper are. Are they acid? Bronze are the lawfuls. So he can whip out electricity, and he knows that these desert drakes are, I believe, immune to electricity. No, they've got a lot of resistance. All right,
Does the
Zamacles
wand
is
do?
Zamacles is going to breathe on the desert drake. You see this concentrated sort of sparking electricity. Breathing at an angle, he's going to maybe hit young Groomy. If I roll a 3, he'll hit young Groomy by accident. Nope. He's aiming it up. Zamacles does 8d6 with his breath weapon, 37. The dragon fails its reflex save and takes 17 from that after its resistance. That puts the dragon at 100 damage. Oh, my lips are going to be chapped for a week, says Zamacles, complaining about having to use his breath weapon, although he's in survival mode as well. The Drake with 4 hit points left is going to try to get the fuck out of Dodge. It moves out of its own cloud, moves around. That's a single move. It takes flight at 60, and then uses its speed ability to go one more move away. So it's about 20 feet off the ground and flying, bleeding all over the place. This Drake, it might be in the midst of battle rage, as it's going to eat a soldier. It will see the other one fleeing, and it's going to 5-foot step back. Ratimer will 5-foot step forward over top of the corpse, and will fling his war scythe with his mage attack. I believe he's at a +5 to do this. He misses. The dragon's looking around as this big war scythe is flying around in the air. Sam, you are no longer stunned, but you are prone at the moment.
Sam's going to... Yeah, he's going to get up. Where are his buddies? So there's one Drake over there on the left, and then one Drake flying off. This one, the one far right. Sorry, far right's flying away, right?
Yeah, it's about 20 feet off the ground. This one's still on the ground.
He's gonna stay with his buddies. He's gonna get up and stay with his buddies.
Okay.
Stay.
Ready to attack something if it comes close. Edward bleeds for 1 damage. Ugh. I think I nicked myself right here. It seems to be profusely gushing.
Shit, maître.
Is there anything that you can do to help Old Whitey? Old Whitey's got the wand of Palor in his hand. He's just going to wait. Ugg?
Ugg is going to follow the dwarves, he guesses. Or... yeah, you can't reach him. Yeah. Smooth. Yeah, there's not much else for him to do.
Okay. Imperial Guards. Reload. Alright. Awful... that awful ooze disease. Okay, these two Imperial Guards reload. They're going to swing with their polearms and then 5-foot step back, kind of in a more defensive position. Unfortunately, clustering. 2 of them hit, though. 2d10 plus 6 for 16 damage, convincing that Drake that this is not an easy thing for you to eat. The other caravan guards are choking and trying to get out of the mist. They are very hurt. And there's one guard that is following up his master, but was a little bit. Oh my goodness! There's not a lot of guards left. Oh no! I think next game will be the aftermath of what. How does power
so
change?
You really think you can hold this, do you?
Get back into the.
No, you get in the cage.
Arlen is very injured. The dwarves and the slaves. The dwarves are just moving over to try to see if they can circle around this other dragon. The slaves are moving down the road. Undwind, dwarves and slaves. With an Undwind and servants. Okay, old Whitey will use the wand on Edward. Yeah, I kind of lost track of what Chad is up to. You are not bleeding. This battle's been pretty trying. The bleeding goes away and you get 1 hit point back.
Cool.
Joram and Undwind have dragged Arlen towards the cart, although they're not strong enough to lift him up into the cart. And who else? I don't think there's anyone else. Snowbeard. Still hiding, bud?
Still hiding.
Yeah, Roger's all fucked up. He's all shocked, and there's black smoke kind of coming out of the end of his musket. He's looking pretty beat up. Just walking right by you like you don't exist. Zamacles. Sand everywhere. I do hate breathing. That's not what I mean. He just looks at Joram. Yeah, he's got his wand in his hand. He sees the dragons have gone. The desert drakes, oh, they are cruel and vicious things, and this one hasn't breathed in a while. It's going to let off a breath right in the middle of this mess before it flies away. For 14 damage. Killing this downed soldier. As skin is scoured from his face so that his reddened skull is revealed. Same with this one. And none of these soldiers are injured, but they are injured now. 14, 7, and 14. And these 2 Imperial soldiers, this guy in the back really needs to make his save, and he does not. He takes 14, so 39, he is unconscious. And this guy makes it for 7. Alright, the dragon breathed, 5-foot steps, and scoops up a body in its mouth. Radimer. Radimer's interested in having a dragon corpse. He'll try to chuck his big his war scythe using Hand of the Mage. Rolling for 20s. Nope, the thing goes right above it and kind of arcs around and goes back into his hand. So that's a standard action, and as a move, he'll move away. He turns around and looks at the number of slaves running around with weapons and pauses for a moment. Well, he's not a slaver. He's definitely not a slave. Sam, are we gonna go get that other dragon? That's what Sam says. I guess Sam is. I think Sam's gonna follow Ugg. So Sam's.
Oh,
moving.
Ugg's moving.
Yeah, Sam's moving under carts at this point.
Yeah.
Edward. I don't think Edward's going anywhere with 3 hit points.
Sam would move under this cart.
Okay.
Going down there.
He can hear somebody whimpering in the cart above.
We're gonna eat that guy.
Oh, funny. Edward's got 3 hit points.
Edward's got 3 hit points. He's
and,
not.
and his scimitar is stuck in the ground. He's got a short sword in his hands. Guess you'll go and give the short sword back to Ugg, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Ugg, your weapon. He moves it into Ugg's hand. The little tiny arm grabs it, and it's free action to move it to whatever hand you need. Ugg, what's Ugg doing?
I guess.
Okay, moving into the grit and dust.
Yeah, you can only get that far.
Caravan guards. Oh god, these guys do not want to charge this dragon. They're really hurt. They're just trying to get out of this mist. Or out of the sand. Ah. Move to there. This guy is going to grab his buddy and drag him back out of the mist. Yeah, this flank is completely fallen. Arlen, dwarves and slaves. Rah, rah! They're making noise. They're like, rah! They're trying to scare the dragon away. The slaves.
These dragons are basically getting away with like a few hit points. Oh, these bastards.
Undwind and the servants. Undwind and the servants. I guess Old Whitey is a servant. Old Whitey will see that Roger is hurt, and he will heal Roger for 4. Snowbeard.
Staying quiet.
Okay. Zamacles. Oh, they've certainly made a mess of things, haven't they? He does not like what he thinks has happened. I think Zamacles is going into his cart and closing the door. Come on in, Undwind and Yoram. Get in here. The desert drakes. This one picks up the body, or had already picked up the body, and is flying away. Double moving at 120. This one's double moving away. It is pretty much out of range at this point. I believe 3 of the drakes have escaped.
Yep.
As you badly injured them. They are flying away, leaving 2 unconscious drakes. And I believe we'll snap out of combat at this point.
I hate you for doing this to us, Marty. Not the leg thing. I'm kind of cool with that, actually.
I think I've put you guys in a very precarious situation.
It's a very interesting situation.
I think we can't continue. I think we need to pause right at this point, because
how many guards are there?
It's only fair to get Adam's input. What he wants. What we should do.
4.
I think I know what I want to do.
There's 4 guards. There's a couple. So there's a couple of workers, but there's 4 guards, and then how many Imperials? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. Sorry, 5. It's not. There's fucking nothing left here, guys. 4, 8.
The hit dice and the powers and where your hit points are at, and yeah, it's gonna get really. The stream is calling for slave revolt. Not what I had planned, but at the same time, it could have been one dragon showed up, you shoot it a bunch, you laugh, and continue along your way. We happened to roll. There were 3 things. What is the frequency?
I think we rolled just the right number.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So here I'm gonna share the. Oops. I lost all the videos.
Excuse me.
Let me share the entry for the thing. I did make their breath weapons just a little bit lessened. just so that everyone didn't die. So I dropped their CR basically from CR8 to CR7. But the frequency of these things were solitary pair or rampage of desert drakes. So I'm like, okay, 1 is, if you rolled a 1 at E3, it would have been 1. 2 is a pair, and 3 is a rampage. And then we rolled 3d4 and got 5. And yeah, it was just the right number to not crack the egg. 1 or 2 more of them, and it would have been...
They would have killed us.
Yep. Have a good night, Foxfire. Yeah, this place good place to end the stream. We will deal with the aftermath of what happened to the slave caravan that gets attacked, and both sides are injured if you consider the slaves and the masters and their soldiers as 2 sides. There's some interesting consequences that are going on. Well, if you go free, maybe cheaper for the masters to acquire you guys. Yeah. Well, you already have your gladiatorial brands. Maybe some of you become mercenaries. Or, as I hear, revolts tend to either burn out quickly or ignite something on the... or ignite. And these guys are on the eastern end of the continent right now, whereas the masters in the other part are on the western end. So I will roll with the punches. I will think about it. I will think about it on my own. It'll be interesting to see what the alignments of these characters are. And I think next game we should each of you should assume the role of assume the voice of at least one of the gladiators. And Arlen may be awake by that point. Who knows? This has been a good game. Let us name the game. What's the name of the game?
There was a good name before. Drake's...
Fork in the Road would be a good one.
Yeah.
Orc in the Road?
No, Fork in the Road.
Fork in the Road. Yeah, Fork in the Road
Drake in the Road.
What was that about putting you on fire and putting you out with a fork or something like that? It was...
yeah, the white beard looked like you got caught on fire with something and someone put you out with a fork.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that fire out.
It was Ziggy. Ziggy said that was hilarious.
And this may be enough XP for some of you to train to level. Of course, you're going to need trainers and time and that sort of thing. But I'll figure out the XP offline. I'm trying to find my sheet where I named the game.
I really hope my first level character fucking leveled.
A fork in the road.
I don't know yet, man. Don't know Foxfire. We're gonna have to figure out the Saint of the Road of Sorrows.
Marty, this is Ahmed and Mark. So your gladiators will get XP divided amongst the number of gladiators. And then your masters, I believe, get half XP for what was going on in the background, just to represent the things that they're doing. So this might actually help the masters achieve their 4th level. I may change that mechanic if these guys are not going to be the future gladiators of the future masters. Then there may be 2 sides at odds with each other, which is really really awesome as well.
I've never... Yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, this is... One random encounter is all it took to put this choo-choo train off the tracks. One random encounter.
Choo-choo! Oh, fuck.
Nice. Okay, cool stuff. Thanks for those that joined the channel. We saw some old folks.
1D3.
Foxfire, Electrical Skateboard, the Drakester. We also saw Kenny
Ziggy.
pop his head in here. Ziggy, we haven't seen in a while. It was good to see all of you folks. And I hope you guys...
Thanks for the hero point, assholes!
Thanks for the villain point. I really like the villain point. I really
cool.
like
That's actually cool.
Oh no, you don't get to die. It saves you. But for a world of pain and suffering.
With cruel intentions. I like it.
Good stuff.
I think it's going to be fun to play him like that. Fun. Let's put a bit of respect here. It'll be interesting and a challenge. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, you'll just have to find a good carpenter or like a Wainwright or a wheelwright to stick you in a little wheelchair.
Crazy clockwork Weirdo.
Oh, they're going to give you
We'll
clockwork
put
legs
springs
at second
underneath
level?
your legs, and then you'll move. Just it'll be funny. You'll have to get used to it.
Oh, funny.
Ba-bang, ba-bang, tsh. Use your hips, stupid.
Be fun. Yeah, I think we can do something.
Oh
like
yeah. So what happens to Arlen is something that that will happen, because what happened to the diseased slaves was they left them in the desert to die. They weren't necessarily looking after their property so well. However, Arlen has shown that he is quite valuable. Okay, good place to leave it. We'll call this game a fork in the road, and I hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. See you on Saturday.
We're
Peace.
back on Saturday. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, see you guys Saturday. All right, cool. Good night.
Adios, gentlemen.
Adieu. Goodbye, legs.